Well, hello there, Taurus. It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your March 2023 General Tarot reading. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the Oracle cards, and then we'll move to the Tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, subscribing. All of those really help to get my message out to more people, and I really appreciate your support. Okay, so let's get into your animal spirit energy. Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. Okay, Taurus. Let's see what we have here for your Soul Travelers card. You know, it is the number 40. And when it reduces, it's the number 4. So it really is about tending to the small things. You know, the 4s are about our financial stability, our sense of safety and security in our own world, right? So it could be about tending to those small things, about financial matters, or, you know, things around the house maybe that you kind of have put off, and maintenance things that you may have put off for a while. For some of you, it could even be, you know, have you put off, you know, a doctor's appointment or something like that, or, you know, truly stepping into an energy of exercising or eating properly. It's kind of like, okay, let me tend to these things instead of, you could have been a little bit in that big picture, you know, enjoying yourself a little bit in something else, but it's about tending to the small details here. And then taking shelter. The answers are within. Yeah. Interesting. This is Virgo energy, you know, a fellow earth sign, but it's also that energy of going within and asking yourself, you know, what is it? You know, going within and kind of like asking yourself, okay, what am I putting off? You know, I feel like it's almost like going within and looking at perhaps emotions, okay? Or, you know, a sense of spirituality, looking at the small things that maybe you have allowed yourself to kind of like slide by, you know, brush under the rug. And that's the energy that they're sharing. So let's go to the tarot. Let's get some more details for you. We're going to take a look at the present energy. Then we'll take a look at your area of resistance or obstacle over the next 4 or 5 weeks. Now, keep in mind, your obstacle is actually the lesson that you are working on, and you will overcome over the next 4 or 5 weeks. And then we'll ask for advice from Spirit about your next best step as you move forward. Okay, so this is lovely. Yeah, step into the spotlight. You have poised here. I feel like you're ready for this, whatever this is. You know, tending to these small details are going to help you to have the recognition, the success, the happiness that you are seeking. It's almost as if, you know, putting off. I feel like there is this energy of putting things off a little bit here by tending to them. Okay, it's almost like you are lifting a burden off of your own shoulders. You know, when we have those things in the back of our mind that we know that we're putting off and we really don't want to do them, right? It's kind of like, I'll share with you, you know, it was time for my air filters, to change my air filters, right? I tried to change them like every other month or so. And I had purchased them, right? And I was getting ready, you know, I had them sitting by the I don't know, the HVAC thing, right? By, you know, the door there that opens up to it. But I just kept walking by. It was like, it really was absolutely ridiculous how many times I walked by the filter right outside the door. Like, it really was literally maybe a 3-minute job, but I just kept putting it off, right? But then I got to the point where it was kind of like, well, I didn't even want to look at the filter, you know. It was like just a reminder, right? And then finally I was like, what is going on? You know, this is like so easy. And I change it, and it literally in less than 3 minutes, right? And I was like, yes, but that was like gnawing at me, because it wasn't just, oh, I need to change the filter. Then the self-talk starts, right? Oh, I'm lazy. Right? I put things off. I'm a procrastinator, right? All of that negative self-talk starts. And so I feel like if you're experiencing that at all, it's kind of like, okay, what internal things, okay, what small things have you put off for a little bit, right? And how long would it really take you to perhaps knock those out, to take care of that for whatever reason you've been putting it off? Understanding that once I changed that filter, I was like, oh my gosh, that was so easy. Yeah, great. And now, the air is cleaner in my house. It's this energy of your vibration rises almost immediately when you start checking off these things. Here in the United States, we're in tax season, right? It could be that you're putting off, calling your accountant or getting your paperwork together, something like that, because it can seem monumental, right? But what a relief when you finally get it taken care of. It could be that your car needs to be maintained, right? Just been putting it off. Then you go and you take care of it, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's almost like driving a new car. So let's take a look at your present energy. Yeah, all that glitters and the Page of Wands. Once again, there's this energy of learning that when you swoop things under the rug, right, that it's just like, in your mind, right, taking shelter, in your mind, okay, that you are preventing yourself from being your highest version of yourself. It is those little things that add up. Sometimes we only want to think about the big things, right? The showy things, the glittery things. But in essence, it is those small things that make a big impact in our life. And then you have, this is a blessing in disguise. Yeah, be patient and have faith that your angels have the situation under control. What will come is far better than what you dare to dream. I feel like for some of you, you are concerned, okay, about making that doctor's appointment, getting your finances, the paperwork out. There's a little bit of fear, right, that is associated perhaps with some of these little details that you need to take care of. And yet at the same time, okay, your angels are letting you know that even if, okay, it's not as easy as changing my filter. It's the energy that your angels are there with you. That this is going to be a blessing in disguise. It would be kind of like, say I'm changing my air filter, right? And while I'm doing that, I discover, a water leak or something like that. That would be a blessing in disguise. I went to change my air filter as a small detail that I need to take care of. And I discover something else, but I discover it early, right? Before the water leak became a big issue. So I feel like that's what it is. It's like, go ahead and take care of this because it is going to be a blessing in disguise. It is going to lead to something even better than what you can see at this time. Okay, so let's take a look at what your area of resistance or your obstacle is. Yeah, going round and round, trying to get to your 9 of Cups, and yet at the same time, creating the same patterns, doing the same things over and over again, and yet expecting a different outcome, right? So you have trust the guidance you're receiving. Once again, listening to your intuition, listening to your inner self, meditating, journaling, talking to your spirit guides and angels, finding that guidance about how to break this cycle, okay? Because there's something that you are truly wanting with the 9 of Cups. Your heart is desiring something, and yet you're having difficulty breaking the pattern. Okay, so what they're saying is, coming back to these small details, there's a small detail that you're missing, and that is preventing you from going to the 9 of Cups. It's kind of like, say you wanted to get healthier, and so you started on a healthier eating nutritional plan, okay? And you were trying to include exercise, and you were having a lot of difficulty sticking with it, perhaps spending some time. Okay, what's going on here? Why am I not motivated, inspired to find this healthiness that I am seeking, right? Looking at the pattern of perhaps what is going on there. Because I feel like this is not necessarily just something in the external. I think it's internal. This small detail is really internal, perhaps, say, let's go back to your health. You're trying to get healthier and you're having a lot of difficulty. You get started, but then you break the diet or you don't exercise. I can totally relate, and you're kind of doing that yo-yo type of energy, understanding, okay, wait a minute, why am I having so much difficulty here? Perhaps there's that negative self-talk. I feel like for some of you, it could be that negative self-talk that you have in the back of your mind. This isn't going to matter. Even if I lose 10 pounds, I'm still, my blood pressure is still going to be high. Or, even if I lose 10 pounds, I'll still never find somebody that truly loves me for who I am. It's that type of, gnawing in the back of your mind, asking yourself, what is preventing you from truly going after what it is that you want. So let's take a look at your next step. Advice from Spirit. Treasure Island, a Wheel of Fortune, and get your power back. Yeah, it is about stepping back into your power. I think when you take care of these small details, or you go within and you understand the small reasons why you're not taking care of this, facing those fears that are lingering in the back of your mind, right? You see the treasure that you are, and you move forward very quickly. Like, I feel as if there is, your fears are preventing you from stepping into, this energy of being poised, of standing in the spotlight, shining your light and love very brightly. And, that fear is real, but when we take a look at it, when we shine a light on our fears, then all of a sudden it dissipates. Recognizing it sometimes is the hard part, right? So I feel like there is that energy of taking the time to see. Yeah, it's, you have the Emperor on the bottom, King of Cups. For some of you, oh my goodness. Okay, for some of you, this could have been, really has something to do with somebody in the past deceiving you, or someone betraying you in the past, because we have the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. Really difficult energies here. So it could be that, it could have been a boss, it could have been a father figure, could have been a romantic relationship, it could have been a business partner, there's this energy that I feel like somebody took advantage of you in the past, and it's almost this energy, okay, well then it doesn't matter. I'm confused, because whenever I get a new kind of offer from somebody, I step into doubting them, doubting myself, having a hard time trusting other people. And it's because you have experienced some really difficult energy, So I'm sending you much love and hugs there, Taurus. So it's about going within and understanding, okay, looking at why you are fearful of taking I feel like you have a new opportunity coming in, right? That is going to help you to move forward very quickly. That this is an opportunity, a treasure, something that is going to bring joy, happiness, abundance into your life. But your fears are preventing yourself from taking steps towards it. So it's going within, okay? Looking at, okay, what is it that I'm really afraid of here? Why am I holding back, right? Why am I not trusting this person, a new person, right? Why am I not trusting this person? Why am I not trusting myself? Why am I not trusting the divine, and going within and asking yourself some of those questions, because it's coming out over and over again that, to trust the guidance that you are getting. Okay, to step into listening to your inner self, your intuition, your spirit guides, your angels, being able to step back into that to understand. I feel like you may have put up a little bit of a wall because of this difficult energy. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm blocking. I'm not allowing anybody else in to hurt me. But at the same time, when we are in that energy, we also have a hard time bringing in new opportunities, right? because we're just saying no to like everything in one way or another. So Taurus, I would, let's pull a soul truth card for you. But I feel there is a little bit of an energy of trusting yourself, trusting your own inner guidance, right? And I feel like somebody probably did, in one way or another, recently, take advantage of you, financially, or this feels kind of like financially or mentally, emotionally. There's a sense that somebody took advantage of you. So now it's kind of like, okay, I'm not going there again. But understanding that to project, all right, what one person has done, okay, on everybody else is really not fair to everybody else. It's about stepping into that energy of, okay, I'm going to look for the red flags, right? But I also am going to show up with an open heart, What are the lessons, perhaps? What are the lessons that you learned out of that difficult situation? What are some of the things, maybe, that you, going forward, you can put into place, those healthy boundaries? What are some of those things that you can put into place? They're saying in writing. So I don't know how that may apply. It could be, with the Emperor energy that you had, a business dealing or a situation with your boss where there was a misunderstanding, okay, of a promotion or an increase in pay or something like that. It was verbal, and now, it didn't pan out the way that you thought it was going to pan out. So you're feeling taken advantage of in this situation. There's almost this energy of having some type of oral communication that you felt was solid, and then it didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to or expected it to. So it's tending to the small details as you move forward is to have those things put in writing, say, okay, let's draw up a contract. Let's put it down in black and white on a piece of paper so that we know we're both on the same page. So you could have been perhaps a little bit more trusting of somebody in the past, and then, you got hurt, and now it's about, okay, now how am I going to move forward? Really interesting energy. I mean, I can relate to that, when we're going into something in good faith, right? We're going into something in good faith. You have a conversation, but it's not in writing. And then you're kind of like, whoa, wait a minute, yeah. So I'm sending you much love and hugs because I feel like you're in that. All right, what is my body telling me right now? Our body speaks to us through physical pain or discomfort. Our body sends messages for us to look more deeply, see the trapped emotions, the lurking fears and beliefs that limit you. Listen to your physical body and you will be led to the source of your pain. It's time to get your healing on. Yes, and get the book, Heal Your Body by Louise Hay, and find the answers towards which your body is guiding you. Yeah, interesting, because at the very beginning, I said something about, perhaps it's a doctor's appointment that you have put off or something like that. There's this energy of taking a look at what your body is saying to yourself, tending to those small details about your body, understanding that they're trying to, your body or your emotions are trying to share something with you at this time, to look at these fears, right? And see how they are blocking you from the success, the treasure that you are seeking as you move forward. Yeah. Really lovely energy, Taurus. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. And I wish you so much love and light as you move forward on your path. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.